Hello, everybody, and welcome to Desire the Fire!
What's up?
Oh, man, Daniel.
It's been a long day. I don't know about you, but it's so hot right now.
It's been so hot. Oh, my gosh. So, it's been hot, like, early morning, and I wake up in the, like, early morning, and it's still freaking hot. I turn on the fan in the morning, like, at 4 a.m.
Oh.
It's so hot.
And it's like, there's no relief from all this. I can't even sleep at night.
This...
And the last thing I think everyone wants to talk about is fire, right?
It's like freaking, what is it? It's October, like middle of October now, right? We're like smack in the middle of October, and it's like, I think it's the hottest it's ever been. I don't know if it's like it's been a buildup, but we are on fire.
Hey, but is it as humid up there as it is down here? Like
it's weird. It's like I'm sitting in my room, in this room right now, and it's really humid. Like I'm sticky.
Like Mission's humid, you know? Like
yeah, it feels
not quite Thailand.
Yeah, but it's like you go outside and it's like, why does it feel like Korea? You know?
Yeah. And you know, my kids are doing a dance, practice for a dance performance.
Oh yeah.
Because we have this big dance-off event coming up and stuff, and man, they were practicing outside, and it reminded me of Missions, because, you know, we always do like a Missions performance too, you know, like gospel performance, and it's usually like
Shackles?
a dance scene or something. Yeah, and like
that dance is like the most weird heathenistic dance look.
Well, I mean, the song's pretty good, but no, like legit, they were just like sweating their faces off because it's so humid and it's the middle of the night. It really felt like I was back on Missions, you know? Yeah, but though the weather may be hot, it might not necessarily be an indication of our spiritual climate, right? So we wanted to chime in again on this episode of the podcast, and it's actually our 20th one, dude.
2-0. This is the season finale. Season finale. Everybody, it's a party by ourselves in our own rooms.
I'm gonna add like some celebration music post production on this. No, we'll probably get locked out on a YouTube.
Yeah. You will never listen to our 20th episode then.
No, but actually, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited that we made it here. 20 is like nothing for most shows, but you and me, we've had a lot of bumps.
Dude, we are 20. No, we're not 25%. We're 20% to 100.
25%.
1 plus 1 equals 3. 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 equals 100. 20 times 4 equals 100.
Oh, man. It's a good thing we didn't come from a bad school. I mean,
what does our school have to do with how we can do math? Man, I don't even remember the last math class I've taken.
Yeah, I think I took my freshman year in
You're a
college.
history major too, right?
Yeah. Dude.
I don't know how much math you were required to take. Even like prereqs and like GEs, like it's kind of a joke.
Yeah. Actually, I take computer science classes instead of math to kind of get that requirement.
They should make you like sprinkle in the GEs within your like core classes instead of like GEs first and then all these core classes. Like,
oh yeah,
maybe you'd remember your GEs a little bit better if you sprinkled it in rather than like do high school all over again for the first year of college.
Yeah, but then the way our school did it is like you couldn't really get into your core classes until you were an upperclassman anyway.
You're right.
So
you're right.
The system was against us, dude.
Yeah, I whenever I logged on to sign up for classes, I've always everything was closed, and I was like, "What is this?" Even to the very end, like the very end, I'm like, "Dude, I have more credits than like anybody out there, and how's everything full already?"
Oh yeah, dude. Priority doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Because then there's always those classes that are like 60, and all of a sudden the wait list is full, and it's like a 50-person wait list. None of that made any sense.
Man. So
anyway, that's college. That was like last year. So
just like we're looking back on our old, I guess, life. We're going to look back on some old episodes. This episode, we're going to recap what's happened, and we're going to maybe talk about some more things and reminisce about the good 19 episodes that we've done. How much time is that? That's at least 10 hours worth of content right there.
19, yeah, a little more. Yeah, I would say more
That's
than
at
10
least
hours.
like 12, 13, 15 hours.
So we've contributed to more than 12 hours of your mind-numbing day.
You can listen to all the episodes back to back. And
You might not get anything out of it.
you might wake up to it and you might sleep to it if you only stay awake for 12 hours in a day.
Hey, but no joke. You know how we were looking through all of our old show notes and stuff
Yeah.
like that? Have you noticed that our notes have gotten progressively shorter?
Oh, really?
Our episode 1 has 3 different colors in it too. 'Cause we have like different,
So we're all more detailed about
and, like one of them, like episode 6 has a highlight in there. And
Oh my
after
gosh,
that,
you're
it's
right.
just- We threw random stuff. And I think we cited the Great Commission twice.
Oh, really?
Oh no, never mind. It's just the preview.
No, man.
Uh,
Episode 16 is
funky.
pretty long. So, for those of you guys who don't know, we actually do these episodes. Like we try to, what is it called? Plan it out and have a guideline and an outline. And sometimes I think we've literally not really used that guideline. We started with it, and then we jump, and then we end.
And then the bye-bye is the only thing that's been consistent with every single one.
The bye-bye.
What's the point C? Like Roman numeral 4 point C is like always bye-bye.
4 points. That's your favorite part of the show? Bye-bye.
Hey, but legit, I'm looking at episode 19 right now. It goes Roman numeral 4, and then it goes from letter A to D and E. We don't even know how to outline the
Oh,
alphabetical
snaps.
order.
Oh, snaps. Who did this
So
one?
bad.
No,
we'll
fool,
blame
you did this one.
It's copy and pasting,
Oh,
dude.
shoot. This one's pretty bad, but I guess in the future, I'm pretty sure we're gonna do a lot better with this, Daniel. Right? We're still learning. Hopefully,
Right.
hopefully
So-
we're doing a lot better than we did in the beginning. Or what if we got progressively worse? Like our first episode's our best one. Everything progressively gets worse.
I wouldn't be surprised, truth be told.
Oh,
No,
man.
but one of the things I learned in history is that in order to move
Things you learned
forward,
in history. Okay.
in order to move forward and get better, you kind of have to look back. And like I hate it when TV shows always do that recap episode and you get nothing new out of those episodes.
Okay.
It's just like, oh, I wasted 30 minutes. Just
Yeah, I
watching
always skip those.
a show. Yeah,
Like
so,
in anime.
yeah. So out of fear that might be the case with this episode, let's periodically add like just podcast gold in the middle so that you can't just.
What does that mean? Like golden nuggets? What do you
I'm
mean?
gonna say like profound Socratic like
Socratic?
Christian-
Is that like Socrates?
yeah profound
Wait, why does
Socratic
Socrates
Christian
have to
quotes.
deal with any of the things we're doing?
because he was born before Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Was Socrates a Jew?
He was Greek.
But he could possibly be a Jew.
I guess so. I would say he's a Macedonian.
He's Macedonian. He lives in the region of Macedonia.
Yeah.
All right, so insert first podcast gold here. What do we have? I want to know your golden Socratic ideas or
Okay.
understanding.
Not Socratic, but I'm just gonna toss in a random Christian quote
Okay.
that's just gonna like. Watch you get flagged for that. Just like quoting somebody else.
No. Just give them
proper
proper
citation.
credit, and we
Okay.
should be fine.
So at my old church in Calvary Chapel, Golden Springs, which is in the Diamond
Oh,
Bar
so
area.
that's why it's gold. It's Golden Springs.
Yes. One of the pastors there always used to say, "A family that prays together stays together."
Pray, stay. I see how they rhymed that.
Yeah, the words "together" rhyme with each other.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, but anyway.
Why is that funny to you? You
stupid.
said that it's stupid?
No, the words "together" rhyme with each other.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Anyway. No, okay. So yeah, kind of recapping. One of the episodes that I really liked was actually our first one, and so it does kind of prove the theory that we've just gone downhill from our first one.
Our remember when we were talking at We were having lunch together at the Mexican place.
When was this?
This
There's
was-
many times we've eaten Mexican together. In fact, that's pretty much the only food that we do eat together.
Remember the
dude.
time we were eating Mexican food? Oh shoot! It's like, hey, do you know that Korean girl? Her name's Esther Kim, and she's about
Oh my God.
this high. She has glasses, black hair. You know, you know Esther. Oh no!
You know,
We're
in
going
my
off
middle
the
school
rails.
yearbook, 7th grade, there was 4 Esther Kims.
Oh shoot!
There's 2 in 7th and 2 in 8th grade.
Oh,
Yeah.
two in 7th, 2 in 8th grade. Oh
Oh my
man!
gosh.
Oh man! Man, you don't know about the Andrew Kims, man. There are a lot of us.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
So
shoot!
go on. That one time we were eating together. at the Mexican place.
So we were eating together at Albert's Mexican Food, and we were talking about making a podcast.
Oh yeah.
You remember now?
And we're like, what the heck?
And we were like, hey, we could talk about the coexist sticker and what it means to us and what we think. And then it's kind of like where we started our podcasts.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was the first episode, and
Went from coexist sticker to Esther Kim's.
no, but that was pretty cool because one of the things that I did start noticing is like you start looking at different decals that people put on their cars,
Yeah.
especially the religious ones. You know, coexist isn't the only one. Christians have their own sticker too.
Have you seen the one where it's the Darwin fish eating the Christian fish?
No, the Christian fish. The Christian fish eating the Darwin fish. You mean?
There's
No?
like 3 different versions. If you look it up on the
Oh.
internet, there's like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Christian fish, then there's the Darwin fish with the legs that's eating the Christian
Mm-hmm.
fish, and then there's like a eating, like they went back and forth.
Oh, probably the ichthys fish. Ichthys is I think it means Jesus in Greek or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Greek word ichthys.
Oh yeah.
Which is-
It's like the weird letters that you can't read
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
inside a fish, and it's like, what's the difference? What does it say? I don't understand.
Yeah, I forgot. My coworker actually has a tattoo of it, but I
No
forgot what
way.
it meant. She told me like 5 times, and
I hope they didn't get it
selective
upside
memory.
down and it doesn't spell bathroom or something.
bathroom.
You know those Chinese tattoos, and it's like, yeah, I got this tattoo, and
It
it's like,
says peace, but it actually means like
You know-
I eat my.
no, don't go there, don't go there, please don't
No.
go there.
No, okay, but anyway, yeah. Like I did see the Darwin fish being eaten by the Jesus fish, but yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Darwin fish eating the Jesus fish too. I can imagine that.
yeah.
Yeah, there's that decal. There's the. Have you seen the NOTW stickers?
Not of this world. Yeah, I see that a
Yeah.
lot. They're usually the white people like that sticker.
You know, actually, when we were in Riverside, I saw that a whole lot. That's where I first picked up on that.
You know, I feel like that might come out of Harvest Church, or maybe a offshoot of that.
Or like the Calvary Chapel movement or something.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know the
I
one
can see
I
that.
like is the he greater than I.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty coul.
Just going back to math again.
Going back to, well, in my world, it's actually he becomes I.
He becomes. Oh, is that programming language or
I
something?
don't know. No, I just made it up.
Yeah, but yeah, it was kind of neat to look back on that because, you know, you do look into different people's bumper stickers, and like my parents always went around with my kid is a standout citizen at.
Oh
such
man,
and
are
such
you gonna
elementary
put
school.
that on your car if your kid gets that?
Depends on my car, you know. If it's nice, then I'm gonna put it on my wife's car. No, I'm just kidding.
Because I was thinking about this. My
Yeah.
parents never stuck those things on their cars, but
Mm-hmm.
I think that was just out of laziness. For me,
Mm.
I can understand why you wouldn't want to put those bumper stickers on your car now. Oh my gosh! On vans, I feel like it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, Vans makes sense.
But you know, maybe it's an expectation because I was on the honor roll every year. It's like you're gonna get one per year, and you want me to stick this on the car every year, and I'm never gonna be able to look out the rear view mirror anymore.
Hey, but speaking of decals on a van, have you seen the ones of the families?
I've seen a couple ones. I've seen some zombie ones and some weird ones.
Or like the one family that has no kids, but it's just pets.
Oh shoot! I saw that one. I was like,
Yeah.
"Dang, you got some
Or the one that's not even a family; it's just a woman with a bunch of cats.
with a bunch of cats."
I'm just kidding. No, but yeah. So like that was kind of an interesting episode for us because he was kind of you got a chance to actually think about and observe the way people kind of express themselves outside. A couple of my neighbors have interesting decals too, but for fear of the fact that they might be listening as I'm talking right now,
Really?
or rather that I might be talking too loud, I'm just gonna leave it at that. No, but yeah. So there's a lot of things you can observe in the natural world, and I think episode 1 kind of got us thinking about some of that stuff, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, and then we had episode 2 through 19 that we just threw in together, and now we're here.
Yes. Somehow time skip, man.
Time skip, dude. We talked about a lot of different topics, and I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface of the things that we can talk about. I guess
And even in the go on.
one of the things that I was worried about, I think, starting this podcast was like, I wonder if we'll like run out of things to talk about.
Oh man, we can always just default back to the Bible anyway. There's like, it's longer than the Harry Potter books. Right?
Longer than the Harry Potter books, and you only have to buy one of them.
Yeah, man. And so many more stories.
It's a condensed, what is it, compilation. You have every single book in one.
The other day I was just talking with my students, and I was trying to encourage them to read the Bible, and we are just talking about how there's so many funny stories in the Bible. Is there any funny story you can think of that you just like it cracks you up whenever you think about it?
I think it's kind of dark humor, but when the kids were making fun of I think it was Elijah.
I knew you were gonna go there. Alicia. It
freaking cracks me up every time. Like I read it, and it's that, you know how people try to figure out why people laugh sometimes, and it's like, what is that a reaction of? And supposedly one of the things was it's because you don't know how to respond, or it's like a moment where you become kind of shocked, and maybe it's not like a scary shocked, it's just shocked, and you start laughing. But
Okay.
when I was reading that part, I had to read it like 10 times. I couldn't stop reading it. And I was like,
so shocked.
because I'm very like, I play things out in my mind. And then like, as I continue to read it, like I start fleshing things out more, like the bear becomes furrier and then it becomes like a teddy bear. I don't know. I just make things up. And then the kids are like being stupid, like messed up kids. And then all of a sudden it's like, and then
40 of them are dead.
and then they're dead, and it's just like, I can't believe that just happened. This is like the worst scene ever made. Like, how did this where is God's editor who let this slide?
Oh man,
This is like rated R right now, and we have everybody read this.
there's super like rated R stuff in the Bible.
Yeah, and that's like, I don't know if that ever came out in a Hollywood movie, people would be like, they've never had stuff like these in my days. These kids are going to blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, dude, have you read the Bible?
Yeah, I wonder if you just took a story out of the Bible and you changed, like you didn't make an explicit Christian name to it, but you just used the story and made a movie out of that.
Uh-huh.
I wonder how many people would be able to recognize it right away.
Like,
For
just
instance,
use, like,
Yeah, just like a random story out of the Bible, and you just made a movie out of it.
you mean like the David and the Mighty Men?
Oh, the Mighty Men, like one of the exploits of the Mighty Men that we talked about.
I feel like you can
before.
make that movie as like let's say it's they're not like bounty hunters, but what is it? Arms for Hire? What is that called?
Oh, so like kind of like contextualize it like a
Yeah. So like, let's say
mercenary.
mercenary. Yeah, let's say they're like a group of mercenary, and they have their like guy that's running it, and then you have the whole David's Mighty Men to get like supplies for this guy or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy's like, "No, this is for Jesus," and he burns it.
No, but like I'm saying, like, what if you just straight up took the story and then made it a movie?
Like
And not,
literally not change
the
anything
title
about
isn't-
it.
Yeah, not change anything about it. Like David and the Mighty Men, and like you said, when they went to the well to dig up the water, and then David just pours it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like if they made that a movie for some reason or whatever,
At the very end, it's like he pours it out, and then the end. The credits start rolling.
yeah, I wonder how many people.
No. This is how it ends. It ends with David like killing off his mighty men because you know how like he killed those people that like what is it called? Didn't he like they didn't listen to him or they were like questioning his authority?
Oh,
Do you remember that part?
yeah, that's like way later.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it just cuts to those scenes and it's like what's going on?
Yeah, David does kill super random. Some of the people he kills.
Yeah.
Like he kills the guy. He kills the guy that killed Saul
Yeah.
because Saul asked him to kill him, like it was a mercy killing, right?
And then
And then when he reported Saul's death to David, David killed him. And was like, "How dare you lay a hand on him?"
yeah, he's a king of Israel.
Yeah, it's just yeah. So like stories.
I don't
Like that. No, but I'm just curious about the how much our society today is familiar with the Bible,
Like those
You know,
things,
like-
not just like
right?
the baby in
like-
a manger.
Or like walking on water, or Moses and stuff like that.
So like Jonah, like
Jonah ruled out. Noah's ruled out.
not the part where he gets swallowed by the whale, but you know the silkworm or the caterpillar, whatever.
Or at the end.
Yeah, and then he gets mad and he curses God or whatever, and then God sends the to eat the fig. Was it the fig tree, right?
Yeah, the fig tree.
Or the leaves? Yeah, it's like. But I don't know. I guess I don't think many people would recognize it. I guess
So maybe we just need to talk about why we need to read the Bible for the rest of this podcast.
so.
No, but I mean, in all seriousness, there's a lot of funny stories. The one I was thinking of is, do you know that there's a talking donkey?
There is a talking donkey.
I think it's the funniest thing.
Wait, what? Where is this talking donkey?
It's in.
Is it in
I wanna
Kings?
say- No, it's before Kings. I want to say it's in like not Exodus, Deuteronomy.
Okay.
It's super random. Oh,
so
man, I
so
forgot
Shrek
what
is
exactly it
biblical.
Hey, legit. Like, so there's talking donkey, right? And then when Isaiah's first called, or when he explains his calling,
Uh-huh.
how he goes into heaven and he has this vision
Uh-huh.
amongst the heavenly creatures, and his famous line, "Here I am, Lord, send me."
Yeah.
Imagine the donkey.
Wait, imagine the what? The donkey next to
talking
him. He's like, "Yeah, bro, go get her. Go get him." The Lord sends you.
I haven't been able to shake that image in my head for a while. It's on the Shrek DVD, actually.
It's freaking Eddie Murphy.
The donkey, like, so if you're in the main menu, like, donkey just keeps jumping out and says, "Pick me, pick me."
Really?
Funny.
That's what you see. Isaiah's having like this holy moment, and then freaking the donkey's like, "Pick me, send me too."
This is the problem when you read like random things, like I'm reading a Bible plan right now that takes me into 4 different genres.
Oh my gosh! So it keeps
Screwing
jumping
up
you
my-
around. I don't know. I can never do those things because I forget the last thing I read. So you read the next thing and then you go back to the other thing and you're like, I don't remember what happened here. So I have to go read the previous day and it's like, oh, I remember now. And then you read this day, but then you keep doing that. Oh man.
No, it helps in that, like, if there's one part of the Bible that just gets kind of like, oh, I kind of need a break from this, and then you can shift genres with it. Like right now, I'm going through genealogies, and it's kind of rough, because some of the names that pop up, it's like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know that they were related, but when you have like hundreds of names that you're reading through and stuff, it kind of need a break and kind of need some Jesus along with that too.
Can I get some Jesus with that? Please.
Please. Yeah, but no, it's pretty cool. But it's kind of like screwing up my mental imagery of the Bible with stuff like that too.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how I feel like the Bible is so new every time you read it. I guess not even just in spiritual, like a spiritual way, but in a like oh my goodness, I can't believe this was in the Bible.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as much as you read it, like for real, every time I'm going through it again, it really does teach me something new. This time around, I was reading about John the Baptist and Jesus, and it's pretty cool because I kind of started putting things together. Did you know John the Baptist was 6 months older than Jesus?
Yeah, yeah. They
Yeah.
kind of at one point they're in the womb together, and John the Baptist kicked in his womb. He was like partying in his womb, in the womb.
Yeah. And it was really interesting. This time around, as I was reading that, we know that Jesus was conceived by the Holy Spirit, but the Holy Spirit had entered into John the Baptist when he was still in his mother's womb too. So like, this is just one holy family, you know. But I thought it was
Holy
really
family, the holiest of holies.
cool. Yeah, and no, it's just really cool. Just because I think you and I were getting to a place where we need to start thinking about kids in the near future, right?
Yes.
And that's just one of those things. Like, wow, even in his mother's womb, he was already consecrated and the Lord's own. You know, he had the Holy Spirit. So
Man, you're like going into another topic, and this is not becoming like a recap episode. I think we're done recapping at this point.
I think after episode 1, we kind of that was only an episode worth of recapping out of everything.
We just had fun. Like episode 1, we had an idea, a vision, a goal, a plan, and we executed. And episode 2 through 19, we were just having fun.
Yeah, it kind of went nowhere.
How many? So we had one call in. Shout out to Sam. Right?
We had one in studio guest.
For 2 episodes.
Shout out to Dina.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys are married, by the way.
Why?
Okay, anyone who's listening to this, you guys have to understand. Chandler has when he gets passionate about something, it's amazing how into it he gets.
I get obsessed.
But-
I have a problem. I guess you could say.
We talked about this a couple episodes ago, and I swore we would never talk about it again. But I think.
Are you gonna talk about it? Are you gonna bring it in?
I'm bringing it in. Don't take it too far, okay? But the fact that we all started playing Hearthstone. around the same
Hearthstone
time.
Podcast. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Hearthstone Podcast. I am your host, Chandler, and we're going to be talking about some Hearthstone.
Holy cow, you took it too far within a matter of 5 seconds. But
Don't say it, Daniel. I don't want you to say what you're going to say next.
I can't build it up and then just not drop it.
No. What did I do? What did I say?
Okay,
I take
well,
it
first of all,
100% to heart. Let's go.
we just like one of the selling points of this game was that it was free for all of us.
Shut the front door.
I think you were
Yes,
about
it was free to play. It was.
Okay, but not only have you taken that to the next level, now you've gone to like what is it, tournament, a Hearthstone tournament.
Why are you saying it like that? Like you went to a tournament? Like, is this something that you can't do?
I'm like half cracking up. But you took your wife.
So we went to Esports Arena in Santa Ana, and the tournament was hosted by Brian Kibler from Brian Kibler Gaming, and
Oh, okay, cool.
it was a $50,000 prize pot, and I watched some of the greatest Hearthstone players play, and it was fun. And Dina watched for a good hour, and she went shopping afterwards in the area.
I think all of you guys need to find a wife who's willing to sit through
Even
1 hour.
30, even 30 minutes, man.
shitty.
I give her props. Hey, you know what? Dina actually picked up Hearthstone.
Oh, she did.
She started playing like a couple days ago.
Oh, you serious?
She's amazing. Like, when you're talking about supporting your hobbies, like, she has been amazing in supporting her like hobbies and like trying it and being involved. Like, she came on two episodes of our podcast, you know, and it's not like something that she really has a burning desire to do, but she's like, okay, you're doing it. You guys are asking me, so yeah, I'll come on and talk. So yeah, she's I was helping her play and I was noob stomping, but she doesn't do as well when I'm not helping her.
But didn't you say she was wandering around for a couple of hours by herself at the tournament?
Yeah. She was So downtown Santa Ana is very a lot of Mexican people. It's like literally when you go down there, it's like Mexico. Like all the signs are in Spanish, like
Even the city's name is Spanish.
Santa Ana, and like there's no like signals for some reason. So it's like Mexico, you just drive and walk around.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like it's crazy. And she found shops and she walked around. We got some tacos and dude, the tacos were freaking amazing. Like the food, like it's Mexican food. Like when Mexican people are eating the Mexican food, that it's real Mexican food and it's good.
Yeah, usually when the people standing in line are of our background, it's not a good sign.
Yeah. But yeah, she did that and then she's been playing recently here and there. I've been trying to get friends, man. I want to go to like a fireside gathering. I don't want to say the T word, but play against other people and see how well I do.
Okay, so going back to Christianity.
Going back to Christianity, Jesus
Awesome.
is in her stone as well.
All of you guys need to find a wife that's like that. That's awesome.
She's amazing.
But nonetheless, I mean, my wife supports my sports addictions and whatnot. So
Yeah, she wears your jerseys and stuff.
yeah,
She's a Raiders fan. I don't know.
she bought a pink Raider jersey. Isn't that freaking cool, dude? And this is when they suck,
Oh
dude.
man, I think being a Raiders fan is harder than being a Clippers fan. I don't know why. I can't bring myself to become a Raiders fan.
It's okay. Hey, we're getting better. We have a Christian quarterback who's leading his team to pray at the end of every game.
I'm sure his completion percentage goes up because of that.
Oh, dude, but he's pretty solid when it comes down to that. And he had a bad pick last week, but
Mr. Carr, good luck.
hey, but nonetheless, there's a lot of interesting stuff that has been happening recently too. And instead of just looking in the past entirely, there was something I kind of wanted to chime in about that happened recently. Not too recent. It's been
So
a
we're
little
gonna
while
go
now.
past, present, and we're actually gonna go future after this, right?
Right. We'll wrap up with the future.
Yeah.
because we actually know the future because we saw the Back to the Future movie.
What does this
Episode
mean?
2.
Hey, isn't that this year or something?
Yeah. So the Cubs are supposed to win the World Series.
Oh,
this
they're
year.
in it right now, aren't they?
It's kind of scary. Steven Spielberg might not actually be human. He might be of another world
He is an alien.
or another time.
He's actually E.T. E.T.'s in his body.
But anyway, a couple weeks ago, this is a little more sobering, but a couple weeks ago, we did have an incident here in the West Coast, up in Oregon, actually. What we found is that a gunman decided to take the lives of a number of different individuals at school.
This happened October 1st.
Oh, so it's not even that long ago. But anyway, one of the things that I found to be so touching about this story is that when Christians were called out, there were those who had, they stood up for their faith, and they're you don't hear about martyrdom too often here in America, but we had 9 martyrs within that community that just stood up to their faith and took the bullet head on. And I saw a tweet a couple weeks back, closer to the time that it actually happened, and it said the bravest man in the room, the second person that stood up. And I thought, like,
Yeah,
wow,
that's crazy.
going back to that, like, I do college ministry, and I do ministry to kids that are that age. And thinking about any of these kids standing up to the bullet, I wouldn't hold it against them for not being able to, but just to know that there are people out there with faith that's so genuine. Personally, it had me start reevaluating some of my faith. I'd been struggling with it for a little while, and just to see that faith is still alive in America, despite a lot of what we've seen as setbacks to Christianity here in the country. It was so encouraging for me. Even as we try to encourage you guys to your faith, just to know that there are real world people that are standing up for their faith and willing to put their lives on the line, just as Christ had done so for us. I kind of needed. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of needed that, just to see that, yeah, it's still happening here in America, and God is still alive, and God is still at work. So it was just so encouraging and empowering. I don't know. How did you feel about it, Chandler?
Yeah, I saw the same thing and I read what?
I caught you mid something else.
Dina brought. I know this is a serious topic, but Dina brought our puppy dog into the room, and I have to take care of it because they're leaving for somewhere.
You sound very distant from the mic.
Okay, here we go. That's better. No, but I heard the same thing, and I think being that second person to be shot is like, I don't know. That's some crazy stuff. And I was thinking through it after I read that on Facebook, and I was thinking about it because it happened in the same classroom. So supposedly, an assistant English professor was shot at point blank range, and then afterwards he asked two students for their religion, and then he shot them afterwards. So they saw the other guy get shot, and then they knew exactly what's going to happen.
Facing the bullet head on. Yeah, but I mean, I've been praying for their families. Like, how do you respond to that? We saw in North Carolina that,
dude.
like North Carolina, we had a couple of families around the victims that were shot, and they responded in like jaw-dropping fashion. You know, how do you forgive the gunman?
Yeah, dude. I saw that too. Those people were saying, "I forgive you," like in front of the guy, and like every single one of them was like forgiving him, that's crazy. Like it's like a week after, right? Not even a week after.
Yeah, it's really close to the
like,
incident.
Oh my gosh, it's like for us, it's like it's so hard for us to forgive someone that steals our parking spot. Like I want to jump out of the car and I want to be like, dude, did you not see me? Like I don't understand.
No, you're absolutely right. It's just it's such a petty thing, and we have a hard time letting that go.
Yeah, and for someone
who's stolen my family member.
Yeah, like they did it out of like the reasons are stupid too. Like for them to go around and be like, "Are you Christian?" and shoot people. Like it's like, oh, do you believe the sky is blue and shoot people? Kind of like to a random person, kind of.
Right.
I don't know. It kind of infringes upon a person being a person. I don't know, but I guess it could go both ways. It's just
there is possibility that there was some backstory there. Maybe some Christians had wronged the gunman in some way, and there was a bit of a vendetta being held on to. But nonetheless, like at school we were praying for these families at various junctions, and even like when I was at home, I was just praying for these families because, how do you recover from something like that? It's not even like a disease where everybody hates diseases and it's okay, but it's another human being that took the life of your beloved away.
Yeah, that's the hard part where this guy's also another human being. So if you wish ill on him, like exactly what he did to like these other people, like I don't know, it's so hard. It's a very, very, very delicate like balance thing, because you can't like for you to hate the guy, like I don't know, it's kind of crazy how they like forgave this guy too, because for us it's like we don't understand what just happened either.
Right.
Like I don't know if I could forgive the guy for what he did. Like I wouldn't stick around him if I knew, oh, that's the guy that shot all the students in Oregon and he shot all these Christian people. Like would like us forgiving him and kind of showing love is what Jesus asked us to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that would be very difficult for me to stay in the same room as him, especially if I had like my family members, and I'm just like, we gotta get out of here because why make a bad situation occur if you can avoid it?
And I think, like I was saying earlier, it's just more evidence that God's still working today. Christianity hasn't lost. Love can win, that's fine. But so
yeah, and they're a prime example of it.
Right, God will win out nonetheless. And so, with all that, I think we have a very hopeful future to look forward to, because there's still those who are actively living out their faith. And so when we go into our next season, like that segue,
you have a segue.
Self-satisfying.
I'll buy you a segue for that segue.
Hey, actually, they've been selling these Segways without the handle. Have you seen those?
Yeah, I saw those.
My campus has a lot of hills on it, and
could that go up the hills?
I think it can, very slowly, but nonetheless, I think it can. But
anyway. Oh my gosh, it's called a Weeku.
How do you spell it?
WEECOO, a Weeku.
Okay, so if you send me with one,
I can get you one for $290.
Oh, I'd rather have a PS4 to be honest.
10 miles per hour, 15-degree climbing.
Oh, dude, 15. Okay, that's not as steep as I was hoping. But anyway, looking ahead to the future. One of the things we do want to do is continue to encourage our community and anyone who is out there listening to our podcast to just continue to be spurred on in faith too. So we do have a couple plans to change some of the stuff up with our podcast too, and we're very excited to bring those changes to you. And while we don't have everything set in stone, there are some things that we do kind of want to introduce to you guys. And if you have any feedback on that, we'd love to hear it from you. Or
where can they reach us?
They can reach us at our Facebook page, which is I forgot. It's been so long since I've actually had to share the address. Give me a second here as I click our Desire the Fire podcast page, which is not clicking for some reason. Hold on, my browser stopped. But
You
anyway,
can reach us on Gmail at desirethefirepodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, through Gmail. You can also reach us via Twitter.
Oh, shoot. We have a Twitter?
Oh, no.
Have we been not plugging our Twitter? I didn't know we had a Twitter.
No, our personal Twitter accounts.
Oh, yeah.
We,
It's like, oh, my goodness. I didn't know our podcast had a Twitter.
So, yeah, you can follow us on our own personal Twitter handles. Mine is SuperDan0. And Chandler's is...
I don't have a Twitter anymore. I deleted it.
Are you embarrassed about the stuff you put up there?
Shut the front door. It's Boom Chandler. Go follow me right now. Read my whole timeline. What is there to be embarrassed?
Your whole first page is all about Hearthstone, by the way.
Oh, is it?
I checked it recently.
No way.
Yeah. But anyway, you can check our Desire the Fire
just to give you a time frame
page.
of Hearthstone time frame. Grim Patron was just nerfed a couple days ago.
Okay, let's
Maybe
not
just
give
yesterday.
that game any more glory than it's already received on our podcast.
Glory.
But anyway, you can catch us on our Facebook page. This is where most of our updates
You
are.
can catch me on Hearthstone. Add me. It's Chandler. Number sign 1216. Play against me. Watch me reach. Legend. Just kidding. Takes too long.
Anyway, bringing the glory back to God.
I play Hearthstone for the glory of God. It's like how Derek Carr is playing football for the glory of God on the Oakland Raiders. I play for the glory of God on Hearthstone.
Do you pray for the people that you beat?
No, I don't pray for them.
What about the people that beat you?
No, I don't pray for them either, but do you want me to?
Yeah, honestly, the e-gaming community definitely needs someone to bring the light into that community as well.
Yes, I will be the light.
Yes, but once going back to our Facebook page, you can catch us at Desire the Fire Podcast. So Facebook.com/Desire the Fire Podcast. And, most of our updates are done through there too. So you can go ahead and like the page and help us reach 100.
Yeah, I think we had one like this season, just to put it into perspective.
No, we've had a handful, dude.
One new like?
Maybe in like the last month, but
Oh, really?
yeah, it's steadily climbing. Nonetheless, you can be a part of that climbing community and growing community.
Show us your support. Show
Yes.
us your support.
And just looking ahead, we do have a couple of things in mind, but once again, if there are any topics you'd like for us to talk about or chime in on, you can always post on our Facebook page or tweet at us directly through our Twitter, or even send us an email to be a little more obscure about it. Next, I just want to get this out there too. We are trying to find a new cast member to potentially bring a new flavor to our podcast. So if there are any young ladies out there, that doesn't sound good.
Why does it have to be a young lady? Whoa.
That
I think-
that sounded super creepy too. Can you say it instead? I can't say it without sound like a creepy old man, dude.
You are creepy. You're just a year older than me, man.
Hey, ladies.
I don't know if I just messed up my recording, but it sounded kind of funny all of a sudden.
But nonetheless, if there are any ladies out there, we what we want to do is have a female input, because we realized that I think it was like 10 episodes ago when we did the podcast on guys and girls, we realized it was two guys talking about what we think girls are, and
So we're gonna be two guys and a girl in a pizza place.
and
Do you know
coffee
that
shop.
show?
Yeah, I do. No, but legit. Basically, we just want to bring more of a perspective into our podcast too. So, if anyone is interested in joining in, please get in touch with me directly. You can email our podcast, and I'll be looking at each of your emails.
So do they have to be a girl?
No, it doesn't.
Now that you say it out loud, because we've already discussed this, but because you do an open casting call like this, it sounds like
Hey, ladies.
you can find Daniel on Coffee Meets Bagel.
No, you can't.
Always swipe to the direction that you accept.
No, dude. I've actually never tried any of those dating sites.
Yeah, I think it came right after we got married. Is like kind of like
When they
it
kind of
started
picked off.
picking up.
Yeah. Except what was it? eHarmony. eHarmony's been around for like forever.
eHarmony.
With that Harabaji, that's the CEO of it and stuff.
eHarabaji.
Yeah, but nonetheless, we just want to have more perspective on our show. So if you are interested in joining in on the show, we're always looking to expand our perspective and our reach too. I think with that in mind, just look forward to some new developments. Maybe some music will be changing here and there, and so on and so forth. And I think that's about it. Is there anything else, Chandler?
Yeah, so we're not gonna be around for a while, and you might think that we're never coming back, but are we gonna come back?
We always
When are
do.
we coming back? We always do.
You know, it's been so
We're gonna
many gaps
eventually
between
it'll be
episodes.
one episode a year, and it's like, yeah, welcome to the episode for 2016.
And nobody will care.
It's all right. The internet, it'll be on the internet. We
Yeah.
will leave a footprint.
No, for sure. But yeah,
Except it's not our glory, but God's.
we are kind of taking a break to develop the podcast, and as it is the end of the season, we want to kick off the new season with a little more for you guys. So
Yeah, so we're gonna try to make sure that the next, at least we're gonna say 20 episodes are either every 2 weeks or every week, and pretty much on the spot, right?
So we're working on some stability issues. When you
So
look
a
at
better.
Teaside
better
of the Fire
schedule.
Podcast 2.0, hopefully it'll be a little more regularly updated for you. And also, we do want to add a little more spice and flavor to it. Yep.
Post show.
I think we'll be coming back in February, so you can look forward to our next season, first episode of the second season in February.
Season 2.
And as it comes around, we'll also just keep you posted on our Facebook page. So just keep following us. Those of you guys who have been so good to listen to our podcast up until now, thank you so much for all your support, and we'll hope to bring you more quality content in the future.
Quality. Quality is what we search for.
Yes. Okay. Well, that just about wraps it up for today. Well, thank you so much, everyone. You've already heard our Twitter handles and our email and all that stuff. So, without further ado, we'll be wrapping up this episode, and we'll catch you in February.
Catch us in February.
And as always, keep the fire burning, everybody.
Hey, I don't want to leave.
Well, I'm gonna leave you. Sorry, dude.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys again. Bye.